Backup storage costs rise as data grows and retention requirements increase. Keeping all backup data on high-performance systems designed for real-time processing and fast recovery means rarely used data continues to consume expensive capacity and drive up storage costs over time. With ActiveProtect's tiering feature, compute and storage are handled separately. Data is automatically moved from high-performance backup servers to more affordable remote storage, improving overall storage efficiency. ActiveProtect gives you flexible remote storage options, whether that's an on-premises NES or cloud storage services like C2, S3, and Wasabi. This capability is available across all ActiveProtect appliance models. It uses tiering plans to define how long data stays on local storage. Once that time is reached, data is automatically moved to the designated remote destination. In ActiveProtect, data retention and data tiering are handled by two different plans. The protection plan determines how long data is retained for a workload. For example, it might keep data for 10 days. The tiering plan focuses on storage. It controls how long data stays on the local appliance, such as 5 days, before it's moved to remote storage. Whether the data is stored on the local appliance or in remote storage, immutable protection remains in effect. In short, tiering plans don't impact workload settings. Each workload can have its own retention policy, such as 30, 40, or 50 days. Once the data is backed up, a 10-day tiering plan keeps all workload data on the local appliance for 10 days. On day 11, the data is automatically tiered out to remote storage. From there, it continues to follow the original retention rules and is only deleted when that retention period ends. Next, let's take a look at how tiering works. 3 versions are stored locally, ordered from newest to oldest. With deduplication, only 4 data blocks are actually stored. As time passes, older versions are tiered out day by day. When tiering runs for the first time, data is moved one version at a time. The oldest version, version 1, is fully moved to remote storage, keeping the data accessible even if the backup server is unavailable. When tiering runs a second time, version 2 is also moved out. Compared to version 1, version 2 only adds one new data block, D, so only that block is stored in remote storage. On the backup appliance, blocks that are no longer needed are automatically removed. Since version 3 doesn't use blocks B and C, those blocks are deleted, freeing up local storage space. In summary, ActiveProtect's tiering feature delivers guaranteed recovery, immutable protection, and lower storage costs. Full data tiering keeps remotely stored data fully restorable. Immutable protection keeps long-term data secure. And together, they reduce storage costs without trade-offs. With ActiveProtect, you can apply tiering plans where it matters most, whether that's for primary backups or backup copies you want to keep long-term. If you want to retain primary backups long-term, apply a tiering plan to the backup appliance. If you want to retain backup copies long-term, apply a tiering plan to the appliance storing backup copies. If you want to retain both, you can configure tiering plans on each appliance. However, make sure they do not use the same remote storage destination. Keeping both copies in one location doesn't follow the 3-2-1 backup rule and can increase the risk of data loss. Next, let's take a look at how to set up tiering plans and restore tiered data. In the following demo, we'll walk through a common real-world tiering scenario. In this example, VM backups are stored on a backup appliance and copied to a backup copy appliance. Due to compliance requirements, the copied backups are retained for 365 days, causing storage usage on the backup copy appliance to steadily increase. To free up space, a tiering plan is applied to that appliance. With the tiering plan set to 7 days, data stays on the appliance for 7 days before being automatically tiered to remote storage, where it remains until the 365-day retention period ends. Next, let's see how to set this up in the system. On the dashboard, you can see that multiple virtual machines have already been backed up. In the Virtual Machines page, these backups are stored on the backup server and copied to the appliance storing backup copies. If we open any virtual machine and switch to the Versions tab, all versions are currently stored locally and retained for 365 days based on the retention policy. Because storage on the backup copy appliance is limited, We'll configure tiering to move data to remote storage and free up local space. From the remote storage page, click Add. To set up a tiering plan, we first add a tiering destination. Here, you'll see several remote storage options. For this demo, we'll use ActiveProtect Vault. Click Next, then enter the required connection details. These details can be found in the ActiveProtect Vault package. Next, switch to the NES used for remote storage. In ActiveProtect Vault, click Add and create a dedicated folder for tiered data. Enter a name, then click Create to complete the setup. At this point, the system generates an access key and a secret key, which we'll use next. Go back to ActiveProtect, enter the keys, and the remote storage setup is complete. After remote storage is configured, we can create a tiering plan. From the tiering plan page, click Create Plan. Enter a name and description. Choose the task time zone. And set how long data stays on local storage before being tiered. For this demo, we'll use 7 days. Select the remote storage destination. Set the daily check time, then click OK to complete the setup. To activate the tiering plan, click Continue and apply it to the target server. To free up storage space on the backup copy server, select the backup copy server, then click Add. After the daily check time arrives, the system will check whether there are any versions stored on the backup copy appliance for more than 7 days. If there are, it will automatically tier these versions to remote storage, helping free up local storage space. Now that a few days have passed, we can check the tiering results. Open the workload and go to the Versions tab. As we scroll down to older versions, you can see that these backup copies are no longer stored locally and have been successfully moved to remote storage. With ActiveProtect's tiering feature, you meet long-term data retention requirements while freeing up local storage and reducing overall storage costs. For audit and verification scenarios, tiered data still needs to be fully restorable. Next, we'll walk through how to restore tiered data. Select a backup version that has already been tiered. Click Open Recovery Portal. Then select Restore to Virtual Machine. On the data source screen, the same backup version appears in 2 locations. One copy is on the primary backup server, and the other is stored in remote storage. Select the remote copy, choose Full Restore, then select Full Restore to Original Destination. Review the information and click Done to begin the restore. You can click View to monitor the restore progress. When the status shows successful, the virtual machine has been restored to its original destination. You can then connect to the machine to check if the system and applications are running as expected. With ActiveProtect, data can be restored from the same management interface even after it's been tiered to remote storage. There's no need to switch systems or perform extra steps, ensuring long-term retained data can still be restored easily. Learn more about ActiveProtect in our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates.